Hey there folks, I'm Dan Brown from Sort of Interesting, and well, one of the big video requests I've had recently is to show a proper general overview of Tilly and the storage on board. Now, you'll probably have seen my other videos of, as the decorating was going on, just general tours of Tilly, but I've never done like a sort of proper in-depth, what have I got on board and where is it all kept sort of video. So, I suppose we'll dive straight in. So, first of all, the biggest storage space we've got is the roof, which I basically just use to bundle on any wood as and when I collect it. But on the stern here, because we've got so much room here as well, if we step down, you'll see there's a lot of chipped paint on that back rail there, which is a good indication that that's where I chain my bike up to when that's on board. So I'm not sure exactly how in-depth to be, but first of all you can see on the back of the door we've got hooks for bags and coats and bits and pieces like that. Then obviously you've got your mat and your shoes. Then if we open up the bathroom door, obviously in here is, well, the toilet, then various bits and pieces, and obviously all the sort of stuff that you would expect, things to wash in, obviously razor and toothpaste and all that sort of stuff. Behind the curtain we've got a spare toilet cartridge, whatever the technical term is, and then various toilet chemicals. If we come back out here, see, we've got a lovely little gnome. Interestingly, that was placed on board with a lovely little letter from somebody who recognised Tilly from America, who was over here on holiday. So then, stepping down through Tilly, you'll see we've got chairs and just the general living room. This is my controversial bed setup, which originally that was one half of a sofa bed, and the sofa bed took up almost all this room, and then I made the room a little bit bigger by removing some of the cupboard space from the kitchen. But ultimately, as I was doing the decorating, I realised that just having the mattress alone I was more than happy with. So the rest of the bed really is stored up in this box, and basically I've got all the bedding that you could possibly want. Pillows, sleeping bags, blankets, just anything. And normally I just have pillows and 2 blankets and then pop that down onto the floor, and basically these 2 chairs fit perfectly up in this top corner, so one there and one there, and it really is almost practically built for that. So that's general bed setup. Now when it comes to clothes, I've got this end covered here, and well, mainly trousers on the top there, if I can just stop the glare getting on the camera, t-shirts and tops, and then pants and socks, tee and then bigger sort of like fleece things, and that's all sort of outdoor stuff. So I've got high vis, we've got hats and a balaclava and me big gloves, and well, this is also where like things like tea towels and bits and pieces like that will be kept. Yeah, so that's general the wardrobe. Next to that is the general storage. If we open this up, we've got just general cables that are in frequent use. We've got 2 of me battery packs for charging me various gadgets and a little solar panel. We've got my various notebooks and map of the general area instead of just a canal map. Now that I know the canal pretty much off by heart, I don't really need the specific canal map, so having the general explorer map is, well, ideal, because I can see pretty much all like the walking routes and that I can take, where depending on where I'm moored up. Top shelf, we've got, obviously this is where the iPad would be if I wasn't currently filming on it. Pens and pencils, got a couple of torches, all of the sort of lighters, matches, incense and candle holder at the back there, and just a couple of me little Collins gem books. And the bottom shelf we've got all the sort of medical side of things, apart from that pot of ink, so don't drink that. That's more medical bits and pieces. This is just general trinkets, like more pens and pencils and stuff like that, and well, just the sort of stuff that doesn't really fit anywhere else, like batteries. And then this is just more cables and bits and pieces for charging off stuff like that. So then moving along once more, we've got the fireplace, and just for general honesty of what life on board is like, this is the sort of muckiness that's normally around the fire, like the little bit of ash that spills out there when I'm opening and closing that overnight. And yeah, obviously I keep a lot more wood there than there is now, because obviously overnight I've burnt some of it. So obviously that becomes, if it's slightly damp, drier and drier as it's next to the fire. And then, well, we've got hooks for drying things over the fire there. And then up into the kitchen we have got, well, obviously the cooker. A little worktop here. There used to be another worktop and cupboard down there, but I controversially got rid of the fridge. So now any sort of fresh items that I buy, like salads and just general sort of fruit, vegetables and pizzas, of course, I keep normally either out under the front cover or in a box just out by the back door. But just below the cooker is where all the tools and sort of things that aren't really particularly sort of, I don't know, necessary to keep really well and perfectly sort of in great condition, but that I don't just want to leave outside. So I've got my lock key there, obviously saws, and well, a good old rusty axe, because that's the sort of thing that everybody needs. And then there's just general tools and screwdrivers and a proper toolbox up at the back there. Coming down here, we've got, this is my makeshift cupboard door, which is, well, instead of actually going to the trouble of making a cupboard door, a few hooks and a shower curtain's ideal. So this then is just where all the food is. So obviously all of the sort of long life dried goods, like me tortilla wraps, and well, I love things like just little I don't know, breakfast bars. I don't know what the technical term is. Then obviously middle shelf is general sauces and my absolutely beloved mixed herbs that I use on everything. And then top shelf is the sort of super long life, which is all of your canned goods and bits and pieces like that. Sorry about how awkward it is to try and film up here. And then that's a sort of just add water to items, such as mugshots and noodles and just general rice and that sort of stuff. So that's the general kitchen cupboard. Up here I used to have hooks, but unfortunately they kept falling off to hold the rubbish bag, so just have a rubbish bag at the back there. This piece of wood I randomly found on board the boat when everything was being taken apart. Like, there used to be a bed all built in up here, but that I discovered fits perfectly across that gap just there. So at night I put it across there and it stops the general draft while I'm in my bed. Behind this lovely bedding area is, well, just the general water storage and drinks and things like that. Of course, we've got some trays for eating. I am thinking of getting a little desk, and then I can have sort of a little office space of one of these chairs at a little desk up in this corner. That'll still be out of the way. Up here we have got general knives and forks and that sort of thing, so that's not particularly interesting. Obviously that's a fake cupboard because that's where the sink is. Then if we come down underneath, we have got all of the bags and bits and pieces, just plastic bags there. Then obviously all of the sort of cooking items. Top shelf is proper cleaning products really, and of course candles. And then obviously the bottom shelf is made up for storage for plates and all that sort of stuff. And well, also some candles. So last but not least, we have got what is behind these doors. So the front is covered by this cratch cover at the top here. So that obviously keeps everything in here pretty dry. And basically I now store all of the wood. I've got my coal bucket with a bit of coal in there as well. And then just a few general bits and pieces in these tubs that normally I would keep wood in, but now I've got these massive bags from my friend's mum's house. It's a good few months of storage for wood in there at least. And basically I keep all this stuff under the front now because I discovered last winter that obviously if it's all under here, then instead of it being out on the back like where you saw that tub of wood on the stern, I don't have to actually go outside. So if it's the middle of the night and it's really cold or it's raining, then I can literally just reach straight through these doors, grab as much stuff to burn as I possibly can, and then close the door, and I'm not freezing cold, I'm not soaked or snowed on. So that has been a very quick look at the storage situation on board Tilly. And well, once again, like I say, if you'd have told me not too long ago that you'd need 3 cupboards to store your clothes, your sort of general personal possessions, and then your general kitchen bits and pieces, I would have probably never believed it. But I suppose I've got my iPad and my iPhone, which both connect up to the phone network for general entertainment. I spend that much time writing these days that I don't really have the time to be, I don't know, playing games and reading long books and stuff like that. So really, I've got to say that everything that I've got is still, in many ways, a little bit more than I need. So I'll say thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this closer look at what's on board and where it is. And well, until the next time, make sure you subscribe. Check out my other Narrowboat videos. There's well over 100 of them now. And well, make sure you like the Facebook page. Check out my Narrowboat book, The Narrowboat Lad, for Kindle. And until the next time, have a fantastic day. Farewell.